Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Now, I know I've been quite slow with my uploads lately. I've just been crazy busy organizing things for Transcend. We have really exciting plans to get on board a lot of the iconic content creators and streamers that you guys probably know. We're trying to get sponsorship deals and trying to expand and become bigger and better. So things are absolutely crazy right now, but I promise you guys it'll be worth it. On top of that, I haven't really felt motivated to play Overwatch lately, especially because role queue isn't available yet on the live servers and it's pretty much unplayable in its current state. But you know, we've only got a couple of days left of the current competitive season, and after that role queue goes live, and I'm really excited to try that out and hopefully things will pick up again. Now, just on the topic of role queue and 2-2-2 team comps, I've lately been thinking a bit more about the impact it will have on people who main certain characters, or what people refer to as one tricks. So in today's video, we're going to go a bit more in depth into the impact of role queue and whether or not that means that we might have to learn other heroes in order to fit into the role that we've queued for. Before we begin, today's video is sponsored by Amino Apps. Amino recently introduced a new stories feature that allows creators such as myself to create snappy videos on the go. Not only that, it really gives you the freedom to tell your own narrative using video clips that you've saved on your phone. It comes with a suite of tools that allows you to edit clips, add a background track, and string together video clips into a chronological order of ideas. Now, what I love most about the story feature is just how easy it is to put together a short video and to share it with your audience. Now, as you're all aware, role queue is just around the corner for Overwatch, so over on my Amino story, I just posted a new video giving you guys my top 5 tips for Mercy to help you climb in the new season. If you want to see my Amino story, all you've got to do is download the Amino app either on the iOS or Android App Store and follow me there. There are also a ton of cool stories posted in the Amino app for Overwatch specifically, ranging from fan art, memes to tips and tricks, so all you gotta do is search for Overwatch in the stories tab and browse to your heart's content. Anyway, I'll leave the links in the description box below and I hope to see you guys there. Now let's dive into today's video. Okay, so as you guys may know, I mostly play Symmetra and Mercy. Sometimes Moira, but I'm definitely nowhere near as good as someone like Tesla. And not to stereotype, but a lot of you guys who watch my videos also main Symmetra and Mercy, and those are just facts. And there's nothing wrong with that, at least not until now, because switching between heroes like Sim and Mercy has always been relatively easy given the format of Overwatch and how you can switch freely between any character that you want. In most situations where, for example, I'm playing Symmetra and I'm being hard countered either because there's a Winston or a Pharah main on the enemy team that won't get off my butt, I'd switch to Mercy and ask one of the other players on my team if they could DPS instead. In most cases this usually works out because they'd rather me just play Mercy rather than feed my butt cheeks off on Symmetra. But there's definitely been games where no one else is willing to play DPS and I either have to really step up my game playing Sim or switch to another character. With role queue coming into play, this becomes a lot more prevalent because you can't really switch from a DPS to a support character anymore and you're stuck in that role that you've chosen. This means that if you're a one trick and you only play one hero within a certain class, it becomes a lot easier to counter you. And if you're not performing well, you're just gonna have to pray that that other person within your role is able to step up and carry you. Obviously, this would be a bigger problem for people that one-trick DPS or tank heroes because their roles have a bigger perceived impact and support characters are generally easily interchangeable, and most support mains do play more than one support. Now, bringing this back to those of us who like to play, for example, a lot of Symmetra and we're not so used to high-intensity aiming, this could be a bit of a problem because what if we're easily hard counted, the enemy team could have a really good Widow or a Pharah main, and we as Symmetra players don't really know how to counter that, and we don't really have a backup plan in place. So what are we going to do? Now, I've asked this question to quite a few Symmetra mains over on Twitter in particular, and the general consensus is that we'll just switch to Mei or Sombra if everything else fails. And I can definitely relate to that because I always switch to Mei if I'm forced to play a DPS other than Symmetra. Up until now, I haven't really thought about investing crazy amounts of time into learning a secondary DPS because situations where I'm forced to play a DPS other than Symmetra haven't really arisen that frequently. And I always had the option of just playing support and asking someone else to DPS if I knew that I wasn't performing well. This all changes with role queue, and now there's separate ladders for the different roles, so I'm thinking that I'm gonna have to really learn to play a character other than Symmetra if I'm DPSing. Or alternatively, I could just become a Mercy one trick and live the easy life and never have to worry about DPSing again. What do you guys think? If I was to seriously learn and become really good at another DPS character, which hero would you guys like to see me play? I want to hear from you guys, so sound off in the comments below, and also let me know if you think role queue is going to have a big impact on the heroes that you play, and whether or not you're also considering picking up some new characters as well. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I will try and get back to a more consistent schedule, but I need to find out how to make that happen. Most importantly, if any of you watching this have pets, make sure to treat them with so much love and give them all your attention. Animal abuse is absolutely not tolerated, and if you abuse animals, you are cancelled. Period. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye guys.